Hi there. As we're getting closer to the winter break, many of you, I'm sure, are thinking about requesting leave. This video is going to show you all the things you need to know about requesting leave. So, to start, you're going to log into Portal and you're going to choose that Personal tab. When you do that, it's going to open a submenu. The first place you want to go is Leave Balance. When you click there, it's going to show you how many days you have accrued so far. You can also use this calendar here to calculate your leave balance sometime in the future. This helps you to know how many days you have now, how many days you'll have in the future, and to kind of calculate how many days you would like to take for each break. Once you've decided that, you come back to the Personal tab and choose Leave Application. Here, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to click Apply for Leave, and then you're going to put in your leave start date and your leave end date using these little calendars to help you. Next, it's going to ask you to choose an approver. Usually that's going to be your HOD, and that person is going to be here on the page for you. You don't have to think about it too much. Sometimes you will get an email telling you who is approving leave if, for example, Andrew is not around or Zainab is on leave herself. But for the most part, it's just the person who is there. Click that and then submit the leave application. Once you do that, you'll see your applications back on that leave applications main page. When the application is approved, the status here will change to approved. Typically, that happens within 24 to 48 hours, usually very quickly. And then you'll know, hey, I'm good to go on leave. When you return, don't forget to come back to the same page, and over here under Action, you'll have a little red underlined hyperlink that will say Return. You just click that, and that lets the system know that you have returned from leave and that leave request is now closed out. Some other points to consider. You should have accrued enough days of leave to take most of the winter break if you choose, but you may want to use that leave balance calendar to check how many days you'll have for the rest of the summer break and plan accordingly. The induction committee typically tells new teachers the first year is the only year you really have to be kind of careful with your leave, just because you haven't worked at SQU long enough to accrue a whole lot of days. But if you're a little careful with your leave in the first year, after that, you can take most of the breaks that you would like without having to think about it too much. Those days pile up pretty quickly. Other things to consider is you can only go on leave after that last day of scheduled finals. So the last few days of finals exam weeks, you probably won't have a lot of duty scheduled, but you are still expected to be available and on campus, ready to work if we need you. Conversely, you must schedule your return so that you're ready to work on the first day of reporting back. So don't schedule your return to be sometime that morning or mid-morning. Your new CL for your course in the spring may want to have a meeting with you early on that day. So please be sure that you are back and ready to work. Another important thing is if you are going to start your travel on a Thursday night, so after work hours, so after about 4 o'clock or so in the afternoon, you don't have to claim that first weekend. But if you start your leave on the next Sunday or any other following day during the week, or even on a Thursday morning during the work hours, you do have to claim that Thursday and the weekend days. So that's something to consider as well. Finally, if you don't request leave or any time during that winter break that you haven't requested leave, you are expected to come into the office during normal working hours. Your CL or HOD may have a project or other duties for you to do during this time, and you are working during those hours. We're not working from home anymore. We are expected to be in the office ready for anyone who needs you. So if you have any questions or need some help with any of that, of course, you can always contact any member of the induction committee and we'll be happy to help. Hope you have a great rest of the semester and a wonderful, relaxing break.